Judging from the exploded door and the PDT and shit, I'm guessing this is Joseph's room. Even the frame and the walls are buckled and... I lost it. I'd already clicked before I saw the description.
This room is much smaller than the other.
Maybe he drew the short straw.
This isn't the only small thing he has.
What is this image? Ha! Reference to small penis. That guy guessed wrong. Or she's being vindictive. I don't know. What the fuck? He has a giant self-portrait in his room? Returning some holodiscs by JB is scribbled on the corner. Why is it called that? A pile of discarded junk, nothing stands out as remarkable. Did he just throw garbage on the floor? Destroyed personal terminal. Ripped up bed sheets. The reckless disarray suggests somebody was looking for something. Well, the sheets are ripped apart. That doesn't seem like something someone would do looking for something. That seems like they were attacked by the monster. Personal safe. It's a heavy-duty electronic safe with a biometric scanner. But how good is the scanner? DNA sample required. A DNA sample of the dead guy, huh? Huh. Alright, I've got a photo of him that's not a DNA sample. Got a PDT of like the wrong guy, right? I've got Kieran's voice. I can't use this, right?
DNA accepted.
What? Wait, what? Yeah, I used it. That was a photo of him. Wasn't the only DNA the kisses? And that DNA would have been from the girl, not him. Weird. Do these characters represent the 7 deadly sins? I'm trying to think of them in my head. Because this character's definitely got something like pride or something going on. Or just like the self-obsession. And the other guy that wanted his body had envy. Although I think a lot of them have envy. Or I guess this guy has lust. I don't know. No. First of all, I don't think there's 7 characters. But also I think they're, I think a lot of their sins overlap, frankly. Voice imprint required. Okay, well I have a voice thing. Did it not work? Voice imprint required. Well, all I got was his diary. I might be able to use the voice imprint, the voice recorder on his voice if I can find a recording of it somewhere, and then I can play it back to this. Well, I don't understand why the photo had his DNA on it, though. There's like there's an arrow on this thing sometimes. Can I move it or not? What am I highlighting here? Huh. Destroyed personal terminal. This is John Kieran. I think the best clue we have is that she was like, that voice earlier with the boombox. And then he himself referenced the boombox as being his. That's the brosif mix for Joseph. He's just, yeah. I guess his voice must have been in there? I'm a little confused by that because I didn't really hear voices. That's probably something to work with.
I want to take the phrase bun in the oven too literally.
Bun in the oven too literally. You really struggle walking across that stuff, huh? Would have been nice to have shoes, huh? You should have stolen him off that dead guy. The guy with the, who lost his legs. That'd have been good. Then you'd oh, not that way. This way. That's the dead person's room. Gotta get to that radio and see if that works out for me. Yeah, I guess I can hear his voice. It's just quieter than the rest of the game.
Voice file captured.
There we go.
Can I get a JOSEPH?
I swear to God, if that's his password, he's even a bigger idiot than we thought. If he has to spell his name in his voice, that'd be incredible. Alright, now let's slowly walk across this again. I feel like the puzzles are getting easier. Oh, do you guys think that these are less obscure now? Some of the early stuff was like, what? Or maybe I'm just getting used to the game. It's a bit of a switch doing an isometric point and click. I almost did another one though. I was thinking of doing Sanitarium. Rather fitting for October, isn't it? Bit longer though. Didn't really fit the schedule, but maybe I'll get to it some other time. Or maybe it won't even be October. Just do it when I feel like it. The list is big. It's always a big list. Alright, does this work?
Voice playback.
Sit back and relax and let the broseph take you to a better place. Can I get a JOSEPH?
Voice input accepted.
Wow.
This place keeps getting stranger.
He really was like a god of cybersecurity, wasn't he? Really, John? Was that his name? I'm bad with the names in this game. Scientist guy that did this to me. This is who you wanted to be? You must have only been thinking of his like body and nothing else, right? Because he's like fucking embarrassing. Like I know you're a garbage person too, but you're at least like some sort of clever man, even if you're completely amoral like everyone else here. Why would you want this to be? What the fuck?
Dear. Can you understand me? Do you need, at a loss for words.
Is this what happened to her? Grub Lena. Was she the one that started growing holes? Like when she was she had the stroke and was trying to recover from that. Was this what she became? Or is Grub Lena someone else entirely? Because wasn't the jealous daughter acknowledging Grub Lena while also wanting to go kill off the other character? So they must be like maybe unrelated. This is not a grimy yellowing mattress. A damp mildewy stink emanates from the blankets. What the fuck? Fleshy creature. Its mouth sucks wetly at the stale air. Bloating teats heaving ponderously above a clammy, desultory accumulation of limb-like appendages that clatter and scrabble against the metal pen. Incubation canister? The empty specimen containment device, right. That's what we need to get a grub, I guess? I don't know why we want a grub necessarily, but they're there. That's a room that exists, so clearly we'll have to do something in it. Stripped down substructure. The panels have been removed from the walls to maximize space in the cramped annex, exposing dusty insulation and cabling. Like a sphincter in the wall. We're not going to acknowledge that? Let's, you know, for safety's sake, before I try to interact with this thing, let's save. What is it? Is it dangerous? Can't click on it? Huh. I don't like it. Can you take care of it?
Fudgesicles. Ain't gonna work.
I gotta say I'm kind of impressed with just like how many error messages they wrote. Oh my god. Ah!
No! Oh, come on. I don't have the stomach for this.
I whipped it and Grublina milk came out. I don't like that. A pinkish fluid discharged from Grublina. Oh, I'm probably supposed to put that in here, huh? Yep, that's what they wanted. Gross. Baited incubation canister. Oh, it's all full of gross. Some mammary secretion has been placed inside the incubator. Oh, why do I even want a grub? That's why I did this, right? Is to bait a grub? Is there anything else in here? I don't see anything else in here. Just him being obsessed with himself. Alright, maybe we don't have to hear any more, read any more revolting PDAs from anybody. That'd be nice. Some passageway. That's not ominous at all, she says about the flashing passageway. Well, we don't have to go that way, so that's good. Ignoring everything else, this was probably a pleasant enough area back when it wasn't in burning hellscape. Some nice wall plants, nice clean floors and everything. And, like, it's actually probably a... This is probably one of the more aesthetically pleasing locations in the game before it became a hellscape. And also, if you just ignore all the horrible things that are happening in every room of this entire facility that were bad even before it went bad. Yay! Just get out of here.
Tunes from my own personal collection. Sit back and
So where was that pod? That was on the way to something. It was the birthing place, right? Or the whatever it's... Yeah, birthing lab nexus. Because if you go straight... If you go straight, you get to the gross gore pools. If you go right, you end up at the stasis guy. And if you go left, you go to the grub things. Yeah. Haven't been here for a little while. Why do I want a grub? Maybe if I release a grub, the thing will attack it? And it's like bait?
So they use these little guys to control Samantha. And the gas they give off when they touch dead tissue calms her? I need to catch one.
Why, thank you, Hadley, for recapping why I'm doing this. Yeah, that was probably mentioned in... it certainly was mentioned in one of those logs. I was just distracted by how god-awful the people were, that I wasn't really thinking about the data as much.
Hibernation in progress.
Okay. I have a PDT. Did I need that to access it or something? Because I think they wouldn't let me use it.
That won't work.
What stopped me before? Let's check. Those ones are checked in. The log.
Notice the latent catalyst to require full drug extraction.
Shit. What part of this building affected temperature? All I have is the terminal? I might have to go room for room. I don't remember. Check outside real quick. Just to double check the names of the places. See if one of them rings a bell. Crew facilities, birthing lab, brain emulation, power generation, PDT. Maybe power. It's honestly the closest comparison I can draw. We need to find a way to get it hotter, right? Because aren't the grubs too cold? I forgot about this really cool looking sign. God, the visuals in this game are neat when they're not weirdly recycled. Which is like, you know, 99% of the game is the neat stuff. I wish more games looked like this. There's just like a fun to the hyper reality of pre-rendered backgrounds. Dating back to like, what, like Onimusha and Resident Evil. But also like Pillars of Eternity and whatnot. Okay, so that turns you back on. That just breaks. And change the temperature. Okay. Oh, you can scroll. Oh, you can scroll by clicking on it. Huh. Cool. Grub habitat. ID 668. Is that useful? This is the percentage. I think this is the percentage of power draw per room. 668 might be worth something. Man, you were a garbage human. Alright, goodbye. You're not going... Oh, there we go. You were a garbage human, but now you're human garbage. Haha. The difference of meaning is distinct. It's minor, but yet significant. Alright. This was just a room, right? We need to figure out where we can possibly go to regulate the power. I'll poke around for a bit. Nothing's really jumping out at me right now. Sorry, not regulate the power, I mean regulate the temperature. This room, this is, not working out. This place was very destroyed. I remember needing a PDT in order to do something. But I don't remember where it was. We're just gonna have to try a few times. I remember needing a PT. Do I remember needing a PT, actually? I don't know if I do remember needing a PDT. It might have just been that I remembered, I was just in the crew facilities. I didn't fully explore the birthing lab, I guess. Double check. It's the closest room. I remember, yeah, I don't know if I remember needing a PDT. I think I might just remember, that I found a thing that could make one, and then just assumed. The baptism pool. Grasping hands. This room seems like it has fuck all in it. Loading for a while, huh? Burning machinery. Viscous nutrient soup. Bunch of weird levers. I just want to find a working computer. I didn't think this would be that hard. Wait. I think I remember now. Wasn't there broken computers all the way back in the room with the creepy body? That doesn't really narrow it down if I say it that way, does it? No, it was the, Hank? Was that his name? Hank's effigy thing? The suspended body in the air. There was a computer in that room I don't think I could use. In fact, that whole room was mostly stuff I couldn't use. Between the computer and, all the doors being locked and so on. God, that was a while ago. I have to think about that stuff separately because like it's the intro area as opposed to the hub I've been in since then. Didn't really consider it. Because I felt like I'd seen an atmospheric regulator before. But I couldn't remember where. Jesus, she can do that really well for her condition. Just seems like it'd be really hard. She weighs more than she's ever weighed in her entire life. Oh wait, it's this way. That's a weird detail that down here doesn't click on the door, but slightly higher does. The hitbox for the door isn't as big as the door. Silhouette. Wow, that's straight up obvious regulator icon. Okay. Let's PDT that. Alright, area ID 668, we know that. Fuck. I don't actually know how much to do, so I'm kind of just clicking on it a lot. Probably enough, right? Shit. Damn it. Really have to use the PDT every time? Yeah, it's saved. Shit. Alright, it's a very long run. But also, I need to check every PDT? Shit.
The last thing I said to my son was to get out there and carve his own name into the world and stop relying on mine.
Did you mean it? Sometimes kids know that their parents say things they don't mean. My mom, the last thing she said to me was that I was the reason she was alone. That I sapped the life out of her from the moment I came into existence.
You know that's not true.
A small part of me knows that. A bigger part doesn't.
Oh shit. We've had mention of the grubs before, but I don't remember who said the humidity and temperature measurements I needed. Your bird got into Samantha's birthing lab. Right, she also killed the birds. They were really going back and forth. Ah! Oh, I accidentally right-clicked. Damn it. It's so easy with this mouse. Yeah. I suspect it's petty revenge for the parrot incident. Grab my stuff. Alright. Got my notepad. Temperatures now kept below the habit's usual 95 degrees. Hey. Habitat humidity reduced from 84 RH. For the 512-hour hibernation cycle. So it's normally 84. They reduced it from 84 to make the hibernation happen. Okay, so one of them was an audio wasn't a log, and one of them was actually the original terminal. If I carefully went through the information, and I remember reading that, yeah. Just didn't know what to write the first time around, I suppose. And we're back. A lot of time is lost to slowly moving across the environment, because you don't have that trick where you double click on a room and it like teleports you there. That'd be real convenient. Alright, boink. They might want to reinforce the struggle she's going through, which I get. But also, it's a long run. Wait, what? I already had it on 84H? Jesus Christ, I was only off by 2.
Elevated activity detected in grub containment habitat.
God damn it. God damn it. I can't believe I was 2 clicks away from guessing the answer on accident. Oh, look, he's so smiley. Look how smiley that is. Oh, look at him walking around, you little nightmares. Honestly, you're the least scary thing that's happened today, so it's fine. Look at him go. They're like little, like pill bugs or something. They're kind of weird. Like they roll up, they do the inchworm thing where they like squirm around to move forward, but also they have a billion legs. The fact that they're doing both at the same time just makes them look kind of confused and dumb. Anyway, let's bait those little fucks. Give me grub. Is it gonna climb up into it or something? Like how? Yep, there it goes right up the wall. How is it gonna fit in there? It looks way too big. Huh. Wait, that's not... Okay, that's not how perspective works. Hang on a minute. As it got closer to the camera, it got smaller. That is not how perspective works. That was super weird.
Gotcha. What's your name? Frederick? No. Charles. Yeah, you're clearly a Charlie.
Wait. I think one of my sons was named Charlie.
Was?
He died. His mother, she never forgave me. It was my fault. I should have protected him. I should have done more.
People die. Sometimes you just can't do anything about it. Well, Charles, I think we're going to go back to Frederick. Fred. I like that.
Ready the grub. Alright. We're doing good. So I've got a whip. I've got an occupied incubation canister. A grub squirms and slithers around inside the glass enclosure, and I got a PDT. Okay. Why don't you go out the door? That was weird. The first few attempts to get her to go out just weren't really doing anything.
If I can lure Samantha somewhere with Freddy, maybe I could kill...
Yes.
That was an interesting little cutoff you had there. Where would I go to kill Samantha?
The next conversations I have with my children, it will be different. Second chances at life don't come around often.
Second chances?
Your dad would be proud of you, Hadley.
If he knew me, knew who I had become.
A survivor.
It's not my fault that I look like him, or act like him. And it's certainly not this baby's fault that I'm here. That's on me. I can't blame my child for where I am. And I know that my baby is
Family.
family.
She's really turned around on the whole whether or not she's getting an abortion thing, huh? I guess being 9 months pregnant makes it really hard to still be thinking about an abortion. At that point, you're like, well, it's very much a baby. It's gonna come out like in an hour. I have an idea. This is the most lethal thing I've seen in the entire game that I have control over. So, I'm gonna try here. I hope. Oh yeah, it straight up is telling me to use it here, I guess. Alright, I guess they were worried I might not be able to figure it out. There we go. I'm gonna put the canister on him, so maybe he'll come, like maybe the grub will feed on Danny, and then the thing will come after the grub while Danny's here. Then I can use this to try to cut it in half, because it temporarily turns the thing on. I'm hoping that'll work out, and then the monster will be dead. Because that thing needs to die. Escaping is good, but killing it, instead of just distracting it's better.
Okay, Freddy. Time to call Big Mama.
Shouldn't you be by the switch? Shouldn't you be by the switch? Sure. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. She's got like a gravity problem. She gets thrown around a lot of her own volition a lot.
It's time to go.
I can get help. I can find you now.
No time. The elevator. It's close. It's open.
I did it. We did it. This baby is going to be a fighter like his mom. I can feel it.
I know.
You haven't caused permanent damage to it yet with all your freaking jumping around and stuff. God damn, that was an unnecessary tumble you took there. You just were going to this thing and you went like some cartoonish, well, cartoon. Samantha, the fey beast, has been splayed in two. A sickly wisp of steam rises from her exposed innards. Hey, where's Freddy? Freddy? Is that Freddy? I can't tell. Is it the canister? I think that's the canister. Freddy. We lost Freddy. We were their guardian. You're gonna be a terrible mother. No. Alright, so the one threat, the primary threat's gone. That's good. That was concerning. I lost track of Freddy. That might have been the canister, I'm not sure. I thought we took them out of the canister, otherwise what was the point of the bait? Also, that was really concerning. Apparently Samantha could just come right the fuck through there. Kinda thought that she was more trapped than that, but we baited her into there. The game does not want me re-exploring locations. They're like, you know, it's time to leave now. The game's over. All of the force fields are back up now. Hope you didn't miss something. I never got to use this, did I? Medical records of patients, blah blah blah. I tried using on you and it wouldn't work. I must have missed my chance to read her information. It makes the PDT and...
I think not.
Alright, you know, like that. Can I read them in the Omni tool?
No.
No? Alright, well I tried. I feel like her medical records might not be that significant. I don't know. We kind of already know some about her. Hi, please don't die. I'm gonna assume she didn't walk directly into one of the electric fences. Yeah. Oh, she's gonna give birth right now? I was thinking about how the upward motion...
The baby! The baby is coming!
The feeling of it pulling
Sorry,
down
Hadley.
has to be bad, right?
Oh god, it hurts! Something is wrong! There's something wrong!
Is she gonna die?
Wrong. This is the way it was meant to be.
No.
Understand? What is...
Hello, Hadley.
Wait, what's up with that texture over there? There's like a weird... What the fuck's going on over there? That weird dark ridge. Weird. This is a ship that's being repaired or worked on? So my understanding is that this is a prequel to a game called Stasis. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that Stasis takes place on that ship, and that's why they showed us a ship, like it's significant or something. Because I was like, what? I don't know. Okay, so I'm guessing that what happened is that first of all, I was like, going on an elevator, that's where your whole body feels heavier, like you're getting pulled down. So I totally had the thought of like, oh, that's not great for pregnancy, is it? You're probably gonna be like, that might induce it or something. So yeah, it does appear that the voice was the baby, and that seems to be that like it was him being reborn. Why they did such a bad job at it that she has to like seem it sounds like she might be dead from childbirth, so that's a bummer. I don't think Hadley survived the game, despite all that shit she went through. I don't know, it's not... No, she's pretty fucked, isn't she? We didn't see her explode. We didn't see it explode out of her like a xenomorph baby or anything like that. But that was a significant quantity of blood. And I feel like they're probably alone. But I mean, I imagine someone's gonna get the baby, right? The baby's not gonna just come out like a little toddler that can... I don't know. They said it was growing fast. She did look exceptionally pregnant. Like, I think I've seen 9-month pregnancies that looked a bit smaller than that even. Like, she was massive. And that one guy said that it was growing quickly now. So maybe the baby is like mega growing inside her, and it was already like it was going to kill her in childbirth because it couldn't possibly come out normally. That's alarming. Really not a happy ending at all. All right, we'll see. We'll see when I get around to playing Stasis. The game it takes place after this, but came out before it. But more notably, it costs money instead of being free, although I do think I already have a copy of it. And it's significantly longer. I picked this out as like the game to kind of close us out as October comes to a close with all of our Halloween-themed games and whatnot. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching like always, and I'll see you next time.